Good morning, everyone. It's your girl Cassandra, Olivia, and today's video is sponsored by a company called Allove Hair. They sent me a wig, which is Bodywave. It is 150% density and 18 inches long. So inside the packaging, you have these nice lashes. They're like an everyday lash, nothing too dramatic. A nice, cute little hair tie that's giving me vintage vibes. And it also comes with a wig cap, or like a weaving cap. So here I am just taking the wig out of the package. I'm showing you guys how it looks as is. There's these little clips inside and a little bit of styrofoam to keep the shape of the wig, and also like a little mesh net just to keep everything nice and uniform so the hair's not staticky and flying all over the place. And on the inside, we have your typical 3 combs in the front, an additional comb in the back, along with this elastic band that you can adjust to fit your head size. So yeah, just showing you guys the 3 combs in the front. You can use those if you choose to. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It just depends on the unit. And I'm just showing you guys how the lace looks up close. The knots are not bleached, so I did go in and bleach the knots after this video. But for right now, I'm just going to show you guys how I customize this unit. So I'm just putting this wig on my blockhead using some T-pins to secure it. I'm showing you guys what the hairline looks before I start to customize it. And I'm just going to go in with a spray bottle and some tweezers and just start to saturate one side of the hair at the time. I do one side of hair at a time only because the hair tends to dry really fast. So I'm just going to tackle the right side first and just part out that semi pre-plucked part. And then I'm going to pluck right behind that. Once I'm done, I'm going to just blend the back and then the front together so that way there's no disconnect. And I'll show you what I mean in just a few seconds. As always, make sure that you take your time when you're plucking wigs, just because you don't want to over pluck and you don't want to end up with bald spots. So I'm just showing you guys how I'm going in, and I am going to speed this up because it took about 10 minutes altogether, but you'll pretty much get the gist still. And yeah. So now that the inside is to my liking, I'm just blending that front and the back part that I'm talking about. So the pre-plucked part in the front, I didn't want to pluck it too much, which is why I always pluck behind it first, and then I comb all the hair back, and then I just blend the front to the back, so that way it just gives you a natural look. Right now it's looking kind of iffy, but I'll show you exactly what I mean as soon as I'm done. But you can definitely tell the difference between the right side and the left side. The right side looks more realistic, whereas the left side is just kind of thick. I mean, you could wear it like that because these do thin over time. I just prefer a more thin and natural looking hairline just because my hairline is not super full, so I prefer to have something that looks similar to my actual hairline, if that makes sense. So now I'm just going to pluck the top and the side, and I'm going to come back and show you what it looks like on my head as soon as we get done. Okay, so now she's been customized and bleached. I did bleach the wig off camera, as I stated before. Now I'm just popping her on my head, and I'm just showing you guys how the lace looks against my skin. It is brown, but it does have like a semi-grayish tint to it, but it actually worked in my favor, and I didn't need to put any foundation on it to blend it into my skin. So I'm just showing you guys how the hairline looks. And I am going to do this unit glueless. You can opt to use glue or got to be glue if you like, but as you guys know, I prefer not to glue my units if I don't have to. So now I'm just pinning everything back, and I'm prepping my hair so that way I can get ready to start cutting the lace in the front. I ran out of my normal scissors, or actually I lost them. I don't know where the heck they are, so I went in with some kitchen scissors. So do not judge me. We all do it. As long as you make sure you sanitize them properly before use, it is okay. So yeah, I'm just going in, cutting the guideline for my lace, and then I'm kind of eyeballing it and just going in and cutting any excess lace that's still peeking out. You don't have to cut this in a jagged motion if you do not want to, but I just prefer to slightly cut in a jagged motion just so that way the line across the lace isn't super blunt and noticeable. It's kind of a little bit easier to blend it when it's not a perfectly straight line. And then I'm just going over by my ear. Make sure that you measure this part. I just do this all the time, so I'm pretty good at just eyeballing and cutting by my ear. But when you're cutting your ear tabs, you just want to make sure that you're not cutting off too much lace, because then that will turn into a disaster. So this is the hair in its natural pattern as is. It is a little crinkly just because it's been washed, but the curls and the waves are still coming back. I do expect that for a body wave unit, and I opted not to put a part in this, so I just wanted to show you guys how it looks naturally when you first throw it on, because this probably would be a get up and go wig for me. And as you can see, the hairline is looking super realistic against my skin, so I'm pretty satisfied. I could have plucked more, but over time it's going to thin, so I'm pretty good with how it looks now. I'm just going to show you guys how I wear it side to side. This is, like I said, completely glueless. There's no glue in here. And I'm also going to press this out and use my my waver or my crimper just to show you guys a couple other ways that you can style this. But you can definitely wear this as is. And before I forget, I will add all of the information down in the description box below. This company is called Allove Hair, and this video is sponsored by the company called Allove Hair. I will tag everything below. This is the clear got2b glue that you can use if you want to do like a semi-glueless look for this, but we're not using that today. But that is an option. I just want to show you guys the got2b I would probably use for this unit. And yeah, she's glueless, but you can see from the elastic band in the back and the clips that she is not moving anywhere. And this is how the curl pattern looks up front. It's just a really natural wave, perfect for like a messy hair day type of situation if you want to dress it up or dress it down. And yeah, let me know what you guys think of this look. We're getting ready to prep for look number 2, and I did actually shoot part number 2 after this video, which is why I'm just going to be styling her on my mannequin because my hair is currently braided. So yeah, just went in with my hot comb, and I will link everything that I use down below, guys. Do not fret. But I'm just going in with my hot comb, and I'm going to go in with my crimper, and I'm just going to add some nice little crimps to this hair just to give it a little bit of body and personality. This is not a perfect middle part, but I kind of prefer like a messy part when I'm going for like a more wild look. This is the crimper that I use. It is by Bedhead, I believe. And I'm just going to start crimping the hair. I did the back first, so that's why I'm just showing you guys the front because I didn't want this to be super long. But this is pretty easy, guys. You're just going to crimp down the hair. Make sure you take small sections and you do not rush. And yeah, I will show you guys what this looks like once we get done the other side. Okay, so now she is done being crimped. I just threw her on my wig head, and I'm just going to run my fingers through. I do prefer my wigs to have like a not so perfect look, a natural kind of wild look. Just showing you guys how nice the crimps look from the side. This is what happens when you take smaller sections. And yeah, she is beat, honey. She is going out for a date. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And if you like this video, give me a comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Everybody have a wonderful day.